Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Imagine if the actors from the Marvel Cinematic Universe were to play baseball against legends past and present. And then imagine 162 games. This is game number 154. We have 9 games left. That's right, 9 games left in the regular season. And as you can see on the screen, the Hollywood Avengers, which have been placed into the National League West Division, are tied with the LA Dodgers for first. So, tied for first. 9 games left. Let's get into the schedule. Each team with 97 wins to lead the NL West. Calendar. First game of a 4-game series against Arizona. The Avengers won 3-0. Let's go to game 2 of this 4-game set. If you hadn't already noticed, 4 games at Arizona, 3 games at home against the Minnesota Twins, and then the season ends with a 3-game series against the same LA Dodgers. Division rivalry. It may come down to the final 3 games. I am RC Robbin. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. So let's go back up to second game. Let's get this show on the road. Proverbial show on the road. Play games. Okay. Play full game. We are the away team at Chase Field. Chase Field. Presentation, open, clear skies. Tom Hiddleston, 17-7. Let's go with, I want Benedict Cumberbatch. No, wait, it's a left-handed pitcher. Let's rock and roll. Batting average title in the National League. Tom Holland, also known as Spider-Man, leading the National League in hitting, 355. Stan Musial, 352. Mike Trout, 346. These are the starting lineups. Avengers versus Diamondbacks. I hit, I pitch, I field. I do not run the bases. Let the computer run the bases for me. And the difficulty setting for the entire season has been set to All-Star. Welcome for some Major League Baseball as the Hollywood Avengers visit the Arizona Diamondbacks here at Chase Field. On the mound for the Diamondbacks, Gio Gonzalez, left-hand pitcher, making his 29th start of the season. He's 7-9, 6.08 earned run average. Leading off for the Hollywood Avengers, batting from the right side against the lefty Gio, is Anthony Mackie. 323, 19 homers, 73 runs batted in. He plays Sam Wilson in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Here's the first pitch of the ballgame. And he lines it foul. Strike 1. I am RC Robbin. Welcome to Avengers Baseball. Thank you for watching. Please like the video. Please subscribe. Grounder to short. Fielded by Starlin Castro. Throws to first for the first out. Starting lineup for the Avengers. Anthony Mackie's at short. Tom Holland's at second. Robert Downey Jr. is at first. The catcher, Mark Ruffalo. Chadwick Boseman's at third. Dave Bautista's in right. The DH is Sebastian Stan. Idris Elba's in left and batting ninth, and playing center field, Don Cheadle. Tom Holland, 355, 17 homers. This is Spider-Man Day in real life. Out in front, swing and a miss, strike 1. Diamondbacks are 4 games under 500 in the National League West. Spider-Man, Spider-Man. Everyone in the world today is excited for the debut. Check the swing, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. The Outlander Show, welcome to the live stream. Let's go Avengers. This is the day that the new Spider-Man movie hits theaters. Again out in front of the changeup. Count is 1 and 2. Weather 78 degrees and clear skies. The roof is open here at Chase Field. Count 1 ball and 2 strikes to Tom Holland. Here comes the pitch. Just gets a piece of the fastball, fouls it off to stay alive. 1 out, top of the first. No score in this second game of a 4-game series. Misses outside with the changeup. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's a line drive headed towards the gap, but running it down is Ricky Henderson in left to retire the side. No, wait, check that. That's out number 2. Pardon me. Got a little ahead of myself. Sing Venus Unicorn, welcome to the live stream. Being here for now is good enough for me. I appreciate it. Up next, check that. Tony Stark, 299, 23 homers, 99 runs batted in on the season. Fastball high, ball 1. Robert Downey Jr. is the man who started it all. If not for his extremely charismatic performance in 2008's Iron Man, maybe the MCU wouldn't exist. Swings and pulls it down the right field line. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike to Iron Man. 2 outs, bases empty. Out in front of the changeup, swing and a miss. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Just gets a piece. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Gio's throwing breaking balls almost exclusively. Just as I say it, he throws a fastball inside. Count evens 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jerry Hillsdale is the home plate umpire. Comes the pitch from Gio. Again, fouls off the fastball. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases empty, top of the first, no score on Spider-Man Day. Strike 3 called. Thought it was high. Called the strike 3. Side is retired. Half innings played. The Hollywood Avengers nothing. The Arizona Diamondbacks coming to bat. This is Avengers baseball. On the mound for the Avengers, Tom Hiddleston making his 29th start of the season. He's 17-7. He plays Loki in the MCU. And he will face Ricky Henderson to lead off for the Diamondbacks. 287, 25 homers, 83 RBIs. More impressive, Ricky has 51 stolen bases on the season. For those of you that are unaware, this is game number 154 of a 162-game regular season. Every inning has been played, every game, no skipped innings, no simulated games. So we have 9 games left, including this one, and both the Avengers and the Dodgers are tied for first in the National League West Division. 9 games left and tied. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike to Ricky. And it's a lazy fly ball to right. There is Bautista for out number 1. Starting lineup for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Ricky Henderson's in left. Joe Morgan's at second. Jeff Bagwell's at first. Nolan Arenado at third. Ketel Marte is in center. The DH, Brian Reynolds. Catching is Jorge Posada. In right is Nick Markakis. And batting ninth and playing shortstop, Starlin Castro. Joe Morgan, Big Red Machine. 304. 19 homers, 66 runs batted in. 1 out here in the bottom of the first. And that's a line drive base hit. First single of the ball game for the Diamondbacks, a 1-out single for Joe Morgan. Need to hydrate. Next up, Hall of Famer Jeff Bagwell. 328, he has 46 homers and 135 RBIs. Some nice stats. He's going. Throw down is offline. He singles and steals second. Joe Morgan is now in scoring position with 1 out. Here's the replay. Offline by Ruffalo. So the count is 0-1. Chases a slider down and away. Swing and a miss. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Bagwell. Bagwell played for the Houston Astros in real life in the 1990s. Swing and a miss, tied him up in knots, struck him out swinging, and there are 2 away. First strikeout of the game for Loki. Here's the replay. Way inside. That was not a strike. Next up, third baseman all-star Nolan Arenado, 260. He has 30 homers and 105 RBIs on this franchise. Slider outside, ball 1. Swing and a miss at the fastball. 97 on the radar gun. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike to Arenado. Love me some afternoon baseball. Pretty soon this season will come to an end. I will be sad to see it go. Pitches inside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Swing and a miss out in front. Count evens 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the first. Runner leads off second. Here comes the pitch from Hiddleston. Strike him out swinging, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left on at the end of 1 inning of play. No score here at Chase Field. We go to the top of the 2nd inning. Up steps Mark Ruffalo, the Incredible Hulk, hitting .337. He has 35 homers and 134 runs batted in. He is without a doubt the MVP of this season, at least from the position player side. Gio Gonzalez, first pitch ball. Count is 1 ball, no strikes. Way out in front of the changeup, swing and a miss. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike to Hulk. And he pokes it foul up the first baseline, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ruffalo leads the team in RBIs with 134. And again, keeping it away from him, trying for the outside corner, he fouls it off, and the at-bat will continue. Did he check?
What do you got?
Yes, he did, according to the first base umpire. Pitch was low, count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes to Ruffalo. That's a line drive the other way, down the right field line. It is in there. He will round first and head to second. It's going to be a stand-up double, a leadoff double. Ruffalo smash here in the top of the 2nd inning. That's double number 42 on the season. So he has 35 homers and now 42 RBIs. No, check that. 35 homers and 42 doubles on the season, pardon me. Next up is the late, great Chadwick Boseman. Chadwick played Black Panther in the MCU. He's hitting .335. He has 21 homers and 74 RBIs. Runner in scoring position at second. Nobody out. Here comes the pitch.
That's the ball.
Checks his swing. Pitch is low, ball 1. Getting down to the nitty-gritty, the final week of the season. Change up, or curveball better yet, inside, 2 balls and no strikes to T'Challa, to Black Panther. And that's a line drive headed towards the seats. Will it make it? No, it will not. However, tagging at second and heading to third is the Hulk. So at least it was a productive out. He gave it a ride, but not quite far enough. Defensive alignment for the Arizona Diamondbacks in the outfield from left to right is Ricky Henderson, Ketel Marte, and Nick Markakis. And in the infield, Gold Glove winner Nolan Arenado, Starlin Castro, Joe Morgan, Jeff Bagwell with Jorge Posada behind home plate. So 1 out, runner at third, Dave Bautista, .321, 14 homers, 70 RBIs. He has a chance to put a run on the scoreboard without the benefit of a base hit. Pitch is outside for ball 1. Runner leads off third is Ruffalo. Here's a pitch from Gio. And that's a line drive over the head of the first baseman Bagwell. It is an RBI single for Drax the Destroyer, and the MCU takes an early 1-0 lead. Just went with the pitch, lined it to right, down that right field line for his 71st RBI of the season, a 1-out RBI single. Here's the replay. Next up, Sebastian Stan, the Winter Soldier, .295, 11 homers, 56 runs batted in. Grounds it to third, backhanded, knocked it down, picks it up, long throw, not in time. Both runners are safe. It's first and second. They're going to give him a base hit on that. Scores table is awfully generous. Now it's a 12-game hitting streak for Bucky Barnes. Here's the replay. Hits a bouncer down that left field line. Anyway, next up is Idris Elba, .270, 9 homers, 53 runs batted in. 1-0 MCU here in the second. Breaking ball high and outside, ball 1. Idris plays Hemdall in the Thor franchise. So we have Bautista at second, Sebastian Stan at first, Idris Elba at the plate. Low and outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Feeling good today. This is Spider-Man Day, and what I mean by Spider-Man Day is Spider-Man No Way Home is debuting in theaters this evening. Very excited about it. That's a line drive headed towards the right center field gap, and it will be in there. And the runners he will round first and head to second. And 2 runs will score. No, wait, check that. The runner at third was held up by the third base coach. It's an RBI double for Idris Elba, and the MCU now leads 2-0. No reason to push the issue with that second run crossing the plate. They have 2 runners in scoring position at second and third with only 1 out. And the pitching coach comes out to have a talk with Gio Gonzalez. Next up is Don Cheadle, who's cold in his last 6 games. Overall, he's hitting .278. He has 14 homers and 68 runs batted in. Again, 2 runners in scoring position at second and third, 1 out here in the top of the second inning. And he lines it down the right field line. Foul for strike 1. Here comes the pitch. Inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. That ball is high. It is deep. Back goes Henderson to the track. The wall looking up. He leaps and catches it and steals a home run. That would have been a 3-run home run instead because of the amazing play by Ricky Henderson, the Hall of Famer in left field. It is only a sacrifice fly and an RBI leading to a 3-0 lead. Let's look at this replay. He climbs the wall, takes the home run back, a possible 3-run home run, and it ends up being a sacrifice fly. So 2 outs, runner at second. Lineup turns over Anthony Mackie. 0 for 1 with a ground out. Damn it. Could have been 5-0. Now it's only 3-0. Fastball outside, ball 1. Anthony Mackie is a switch hitter batting from the right side against the lefty, Gio Gonzalez. High and outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Oh my God is right, Sing Venus Unicorn. That was a 3-run home run. What a great play in the outfield. And he's late on the fastball, lines it down the right field line. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike. I mean, I should be upset about it, but you know what? Sometimes you just have to tip your cap and say it's a great play and just be, satisfied with the fact that it's still an RBI. And this time he pops it up. Bagwell is there, makes the catch to retire the side, but the Avengers score 3 times. And after an inning and a half of baseball, it's 3-0. Hollywood Avengers. Oh yeah. Civil Water. Good start. We go to the bottom of the third. Ketel Marte, the center fielder, steps up to the plate, hitting .298 on the season. And it's a deep drive headed towards the seats, out of play for strike 1. Ketel Marte's a switch hitter, batting from the left side against the righty Hiddleston. Grounder past the diving attempt by Black Panther into left field. It's a leadoff single for Ketel Marte. He shot it through the left side of the infield between short and third. Here's the replay. Next up, designated hitter Brian Reynolds. .275, 19 homers, 78 runs batted in. And it is a shallow fly ball the opposite way. There is Hemdahl. Idris Elba makes the catch for the first out. No advance. Defensive alignment for the Avengers in the outfield from left to right. You have Idris Elba, Don Cheadle, and Dave Bautista. And in the infield, Chadwick Boseman, Anthony Mackie, Tom Holland, Robert Downey Jr. with Mark Ruffalo behind home plate. Those are your Hollywood Avengers who lead the National League this entire season in fielding percentage. Best defense in the National League. Jorge Posada, the catcher, fouls it back, strike 1. Jorge's hitting .268. He has 27 homers and 71 runs batted in. Played for the New York Yankees in the 1990s. Fouls off the slider. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes to Posada. Welcome to Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Welcome to the live stream. Ground ball over to second for 1. Back to first. A double play. 4-6-3 double play turned by Spider-Man at second base. It is truly Spider-Man No Way Home Day here in on YouTube. End of second, 3-0 Avengers. Speaking of Spider-Man, here he is. Tom Holland, 0 for 1. Steps up to the plate. Spider-Man, Spider-Man. Pitches outside, ball 1. Tom Holland represented the National League in this year's All-Star game as the starting second baseman. And he grounds it, rolls it over, foul down the third baseline. Count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike. Out in front of the slide at changeup. Swing and a miss, count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hello, King Sonic. Welcome to the live stream. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. Pitch is down and in, count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. You haven't missed much. MCU is leading 3-0, however. And that's a drive towards the left center field gap. Back goes Ketel Marte to the track. The warning track makes the catch for out number 1. He hit it far, but not far enough. Next up, Robert Downey Jr., who struck out in the first, is 0 for 1. Left-handed hitter against the lefty Gio Gonzalez. And he skies it to center field. Routine play for Marte. And there are 2 quick outs here in the top of the third.
Now batting, number 84.
Next up, Mark Ruffalo doubled, scored a run in his first at-bat. Line drive to center field. It is a base hit. He's 2 for 2. 2-out single for Hulk. Ruffalo smash. Hits leaders on the Avengers. Both Tom Holland, Spider-Man, and Mark Ruffalo, the Hulk, have 200 hits for the season, as you can see on the top of the list. The two MVPs in the lineup. Next up, Black Panther 0 for 1. Swing and a miss out in front of the changeup, strike 1. Bozeman is 0 for 5 in this series so far. This is only the second game in this 4-game series on the road for the Avengers. And that's a line drive, which is going to make it into the gap. 1 hop off the wall. And I got a feeling the Hulk got a late start. He's going to stop at third. So it'll be second and third with 2 outs. That's Bozeman's 27th double of the season. Wakanda forever. Here it is. At first, I thought Ricky Henderson was going to make another glorious catch, but then it found its way into the right center field gap. Check that left center field gap. Next up, Drax the Destroyer. 2 runners in scoring position, 2 outs. He does have an RBI single already. Grounded, foul. And well, that's strike 1. Chases a high fastball, count is no balls and 2 strikes to Dave Bautista. Again, runners lead off second and third. It's already a 3-0 lead. Low, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bautista has 71 RBIs on the season. Misses outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 3-0 MCU. Here comes the pitch from Gio. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. On deck is the Winter Soldier. 1 more ball and the Winter Soldier will have the bases loaded. And he pops it up. Foul territory. Bagwell is there. Near the dugout, makes the catch to retire the side. So they strand both runners. After 2.5 innings of play, it's 3-0 Avengers. So we go to the bottom of the third. Up steps the right fielder, Nick Markakis. Nick's hitting .306 on the season. Here comes the pitch from Tom Hiddleston. Misses inside, ball 1. And he grounds it foul. Count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike. Nick Markakis, I know, has jumped around. He's been probably most recently a member of the Atlanta Braves, but I always think of him as a Baltimore Oriole. Line drive to center. Cheadle barely has to move, and there's 1 away.
Batting 9,
Wins leaders in the National League. His brother, Chris Hemsworth, Thor Odin's son, leads the league with 21 wins. Hiddleston is in third place with 17. He's 17-7 on the season. Next up, Starlin Castro, the shortstop, hitting .230, but he has 29 homers and 78 runs batted in. One out here in the bottom of the third. And he fouls it off, strike one. Just really quickly, options, gameplay, hitting difficulty for the game is set to All-Star. Pitching difficulty is set to All-Star, as you can see. Just for accountability's sake, I like to show that once again. Swing and a miss, strike two. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. And he fouls it back. Count remains 0-2. Starlin Castro is a career journeyman. He's not an all-star. I'm sure he's had a good all-star season once or twice. Swing and a miss. Froze him on the slider. Low and inside. Strikeout number 3 for Loki. 2 outs. Lineup turns over for the Diamondbacks. Ricky Henderson flew out in the first. He is 0 for 1. He's flashed the leather in the outfield today. Fastball outside corner, 97 on the radar gun, strike one. Jams him, pops it up, charging in is Tony Stark to retire the side. So, 3 innings of baseball complete here at Chase Field. It's 3-0 MCU. We go to the top of the 4th. Up steps the Winter Soldier. Sebastian Stan is 1 for 1, hitting his first at-bat. Fastball outside, ball 1. Sebastian 6 for his last 15. That's a .400 average over the last handful of games. That's a line drive headed towards the center field, but I got a feeling, and indeed, Ketel Marte runs it down for out number 1. They were playing him to pull, but still made the play, so there's 1 out here in the top of the 4th. Next up, Idris Elba, who had an RBI double in his first at-bat. 1 out here in the 4th. Pitch is high, ball 1. Grounds it to the third baseman. Arenado throws to first in time, 2 away. Up next is Don Cheadle, James Rhodes in the MCU. He had a sacrifice fly in his first at-bat, hitting from the right side. Fastball is low, ball 1. As you can see, the shift is on. They're expecting him to pull, so 3 infielders are on the left side, leaving Jeff Bagwell to patrol the right side by himself. Fouls off the fastball. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike to War Machine. Ground ball up the middle, perfectly placed. Joe Morgan behind the second base bag, throws it into the dirt, scooped nicely by Jeff Bagwell at first to retire the side. 3.5, 3-0. Avengers lead. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Joe Morgan steps up. He singled in his first at-bat. He's off for the Diamondbacks. Ground ball up the middle and through. It's his second single. Leadoff single for the Diamondbacks. Second single of the game for Joe Morgan. Here's the replay. Just ground ball with eyes. Sometimes you don't have to hit it hard. You just have to hit it in the right spot. Next up is Jeff Bagwell with his 46 home runs. He struck out in the first inning, and he fouls it down the right field line, out of play for strike 1. Jeff Bagwell had 500-plus homers in his career, but he played in the 1990s when there was the steroid scandal, where they basically estimated that more than 60% of all major leaguers were on steroids. Shallow fly ball to center. There is Don Cheadle for the first out. Not saying Jeff Bagwell is a steroid user, just saying that he was a big, bulky, muscular guy during the time of Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa. You do the math. Anyway, next up, Nolan Arenado. Struck out in the first. He's 0 for 1. Fastball in there, strike one.
0-1. Ball inside.
Two-seam fastball misses inside, count as 1 ball and 1 strike. Nolan Arenado, I think, plays for the Diamondbacks in real life. Swing and a miss at the slider.
1 ball,
Down and away,
2
count as
strikes.
1 and 2. Jams him, foul. The at-bat will continue. Strike 3 called. At the knees. Arenado goes down. He is strikeout number 4 in the game. 2 outs. Runner at first. Up next is Cheadle Marte, who singled in the second. And he pulls it to the right fielder. Deep but playable for Drax. Bautista makes the catch to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left on at the end of 4 innings of play. The Avengers lead 3-0. So we go to the top of the 5th. Lineup turns over yet again for the Avengers. Anthony Mackie is 0 for 2. Anthony is the new Captain America in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And he grounds it up the middle. Nice play by Joe Morgan. That is a Gold Glove play. His body momentum carrying him towards left field. Throws across his body on 1 foot. I mean, throws a strike basically. 1 pitch, 1 away. Next up, Spider-Man. Spider-Man. This is Spider-Man Day. In the real world, Spider-Man No Way Home debuts today. Not a sponsor. If only I was lucky enough. YouTube, that is not a sponsor. I'm just a fan of the movie. Hopefully it's really good. Line drive to center, playable. Cheadle makes the catch for out number 2. Next up, Tony Stark. Struck out, he flied out. He's sitting at 99 RBIs for the season with 9 games left, 8 games after today. Line drive, foul. Strike 1. He has 24 homers and 99 RBIs, if I'm not mistaken. Not sure, though. Two-seam fastball is low, ball 1. Count as 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss over the top. Count as 1 and 2. Fouls off the pitch in the dirt, chased 1. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes on Robert Downey Jr. A little anxious. Change up outside. Count evens 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases empty. Top of the 5th. 3-0 MCU. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he swings and misses and strikes him out. Second strikeout of the game, and the side is retired. 4.5 complete. It's a 3-0 ball game. So we're probably going to go and talk to Heidi Watney. Sorry, Heidi, we can't hear you. Could you speak up? No? All right, well, in any event, we'll get back to you, Heidi. We apologize. So, bottom of the 5th, DH Brian Reynolds, 0 for 1. Hiddleston deals. And that's a line drive into the left field corner. And it will go all the way to the wall. He falls over. It bounces away. He rounds second. He's going to third. The throw is not in time. Are they going to give him a triple on that? I think they will. Triple number 4. Honestly, I have to say that Idris Elba misplayed that ball. If he hadn't gone, took a bad angle, fell over, lost his balance, turned into a leadoff triple for Brian Reynolds. So, Jorge Posada, who grounded out in the second, has an opportunity to score that run from third without the benefit of a base hit. Fastball inside corner, strike 1. Jorge's hitting only .203 with runners in scoring position this season. Fastball high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Was a fan of Jorge Posada, being a Yankee fan growing up. He was part of the championship dynasty in the 1990s. Change up inside, 2 balls and 1 strike. He's a switch hitter. He was a tough player. Looked high, called a strike by the home plate umpire. The count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Line drive caught. by Black Panther, 1 away. So the runner cannot advance. Hit it on the nose, but right at the third baseman. Here's the replay. Bang. Next up is right fielder Nick Markakis. Nick flew out in the third. A fly out here might be a sacrifice fly, so fouls it back. Strike 1. And he yanks the inside pitch down the right field line, out of play. The count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes to Markakis. And that's a deep fly ball, which looks initially misjudged, but eventually makes the catch. Tagging from third and heading home is the base runner at third. It's a sacrifice fly and an RBI for Nick Markakis. And the MCU now leads 3-1. So Starlin Castro struck out in his first at-bat. He steps up there with 2 outs and the bases empty here in the bottom of the 5th. Swing and a miss at the fastball. 98 on the radar gun. Strike 1. Misses inside. Ball 1. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. So after today, 8 games left in the regular season, and then the playoffs begin. Swing and a miss out in front of the slider. Count is 1-2 to Castro. 8 games left, and they matter because the playoffs start sooner than the end of the season. Grounder to Spider-Man. Spider-Man throws to first. Side is retired, but they do score a run on the sac fly. It's a official ball game though. 5 innings complete. The Hollywood Avengers lead by 2. It's 3-1 MCU. So we go to the top of the 6th. Up steps Mark Ruffalo. 2 left-handers are warming in the Diamondbacks bullpen. Ruffalo has a single and a double. He's 2 for 2 today. His average is up to 339 on the season. Grounder up the middle. Fielded in from right field. Nice play by Joe Morgan, taking advantage of the slow foot speed by Mark Ruffalo. He was playing him to pull. He had to range past the second base bag towards right field. Throw off balance, still made the play, 1 away. Next up, Chadwick Boseman, 1 for 2 with a double. We lost Chadwick Boseman to colon cancer in real life in 2020. May he rest in peace. And that's a fly ball to center field. Cattell makes the catch for out number 2. Those of you that are interested in my Assassin's Creed Valhalla live stream, Ivor the Clean Shaven, later on this evening, I figure around 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, but who knows. Line drive to center, that is a 1-2-3 inning for the pitcher, Gio Gonzalez. At the end, it's 5.5 innings of play, still a 3-0 lead for the Avengers. Anyway, as I was saying, look out for my Assassin's Creed Valhalla live stream later on today if baseball is not necessarily the thing. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Ricky Henderson steps in. It's 0 for 2. Fastball outside corner, strike 1.
0-1.
Fouls off the slider, strike 2. Count is 0-2 on Ricky Henderson, who, if I'm not mistaken, is the all-time leader in runs scored and the all-time leader in stolen bases in Major League history.
Nope.
Fastball high and tight, 1-2. Started out with the Oakland A's, played for the New York Yankees, then I think won a championship with the Toronto Blue Jays in the 90s. Chases the pitch, swing and a miss, down and away. Out number 1, strikeout number 5 for Tom Hiddleston. Here's the replay. Terrible angle in the replay, but whatever. So next up, Joe Morgan, who's 2 for 2 today. 2 singles, averages up to 307. And it is a fly ball to right. There is Bautista for the second out. Two down, up steps Jeff Bagwell, 0 for 2, struck out and flied out. Here's the pitch from Loki. And that's a line drive headed towards the left center field gap, and it will bounce to the wall. He will go to second. It'll be a stand-up double. No, check that. He slid. He didn't have to slide, but he slid. It is a 2-out double for Jeff Bagwell, his 39th of the season. Here's the replay as he drove that pitch into left center field. So, runner in scoring position. Tying run is Nolan Arenado at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. Fastball in there, strike one. One swing of the bat could change this game, make it a tie ball game at 3. Arenado has 30 homers on the season, so he's perfectly capable. Chases a slider, low and outside. Strike 2, count as no balls and 2 strikes. Runner leads off second. Here comes the pitch. Fouls it upstairs behind home plate, out of play. The at-bat continues. I am RC Robbin. Thank you for watching. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. This is Avengers Baseball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Side is retired. 6 innings complete. It's a 2-run ball game. Avengers lead 3-1.
Your attention, please.
Top of the 7th, up steps the lefty Paul Fry, who's 10-3. He's 10-3, but he has a 6.45 earned run average. How do you have an ERA that high and have 10 wins? Nevertheless, leading off the top of the 10th for the Avengers is Sebastian Stan, who is 1 for 3, has a single and a run scored today. Bucky Barnes. Here comes the pitch. High breaking ball, swing and a miss, strike 1. Nasty slider at the top of the zone. Outside ball 1. And he lines it down the right field line, and it will be foul. Just missed the chalk line. Count as 1 ball, 2 strikes. My goodness. Did he check it?
Did he go?
Yes, he did, according to the first base umpire. The ball pitch was inside, count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And again, late on it, slicing out of play down the right field line. Count remains 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out on the fastball, 1 away. Where manager is going to go to the bullpen, and he's going to warm up Josh Brolin and Sid Stanley, just in case. Idris Elba's 1 for 2. And that is a ground ball up the middle, perfectly placed. Second baseman behind the second base bag throws to first in time, 2 away. Joe Morgan's putting out a clinic defensive. Don Cheadle has a sacrifice fly today. Officially, he is 0 for 1, hitting right from the right side against the lefty Fry. And that's a line drive up the middle, and again, perfectly placed defensively. And that's an out. Side retired. Get up and stretch. 7th inning stretch, folks. The Avengers lead by 2. It's 3-1 MCU. Oh, yeah. Bottom of the 7th, Ketel Marte is 1 for 2. Hiddleston still out there. Fastball in there, strike 1.
0-1.
Slider, strike 2. Line drive, foul. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes on Ketel Marte. Pops him up, running is, he cannot make the catch. It's in that no man's land in short left field. Mackey tries to make the catch, cannot do it. So it's a bloops base hit for Ketel Marte, and the tying run will come to the plate here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Manager is going to go to the bullpen. Switch hitter, lefty. Josh Brolin. Josh Brolin will come in relief.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The man who played Thanos in the Marvel Cinematic Universe is 3-1 with a 2.97 earned run average. He needs to face 2 switch hitters and a lefty. So Brian Roberts turns around and bats from the right side. He is the tying run. Fastball low, ball one. Brian Reynolds is 1 for 2 with a triple today. He has 19 homers on the season. Out in front of the 12-6 curve, swing and a miss, count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike. Ground ball, 5, 4, 3, double play. So he comes in, Josh Brolin does, and immediately gets around the horn double play to clear the bases. There are now 2 away. It's basically Chadwick Boseman over to Tom Holland, Spider-Man, Spider-Man. 2 outs, up steps. Jorge Posada, fastball low, ball 1. Jorge is 0 for 2 from the left side today, turning around, hitting from the right side. Pulls the changeup down the left field line out of play. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike to Posada. You would think Posada is a player from the 50s or the 70s, considering he's not wearing any batting gloves, but he was actually from the 90s. Low, 2 balls, 1 strike. By the 90s, most Major League ball players were wearing batting gloves, and he was just a holdover from, like, you know, ancient times. Pitch is low. Hitters count, 3 balls and 1 strike. On deck, Nick Markakis. A walk puts the tying run back up at the plate again, so let's see what happens. Split finger fastball finds the outside corner. Count goes full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch. Fouls it upstairs behind home plate. The at-bat will continue. 3-1 lead for the MCU here in the bottom of the 7th. This is the second game of a 4-game series between these 2 ball clubs. Late on the fastball, hits it into the camera well. Count remains full. Every game matters to the Avengers as they are chasing with the LA Dodgers in the National League West for the division crown. Deep fly ball, but curves out of play. And this battle between Jorge Posada and Josh Brolin will continue. Chases a split finger fastball, swing and a miss, strikes him out. 7 innings complete, 3-1 lead. This is Avengers baseball. Oh yeah. So, we go to the top of the 8th inning. Sam Tuivailala, I don't know how to pronounce his name. That's as close as you're going to get. He's 9-4 with a 4.72 earned run average. We're just going to call him Sam. Sam is out of the bullpen for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Mackey steps in for his 4th plate appearance. He's 0 for 3 today. Switch hitter turns around and bats from the right side. Checked out the left side. And grounds it on the first pitch to Bagwell. He takes it himself for out number 1. Quick game today so far. Again, Tom Holland it's Spider-Man Day here in the real world. He's 0 for 3. Very surprising that Tom Holland has not responded on his day. That's a line drive to center. Bloop base hit. He will not go hitless on Spider-Man Day. Spider-Man, Spider-Man. Bloop base hit to center for Tom Holland. He's a hit machine this season. Leads the ball club with 207 base hits so far this season, with 8 games left to go after this one. Next up, Tony Stark. Of course, Tony Stark is played by Robert Downey Jr. He's 0 for 3. And he skies it to center. Playable. Marte makes the catch for the 2nd out. So 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. Manager is going to look at the bullpen. Lefty, righty, righty. Lefty, righty, righty. So we'll have the left-handed pitcher, Josh Brolin, pitch against Nick Markakis, and then I'll bring in Stan Lee, the right-hander, to pitch against Castro and Henderson. That's how we'll play the strategy. Hulk is up, 2 for 3 today. And that's a hard ground ball base hit. He's got his 3rd hit of the game. A 2-out single, Ruffalo smash. And I say Ruffalo smash because I have a suspicion that the other phrase that people are more familiar with regarding smashing might be a copyrighted phrase. And I would hate to have a monetization issue somewhere down the line in the future. I don't want to have to cut anything out. So Runners at first and second, 2 away. Chadwick Boseman checks the swing. Did he go? No, he did not. Ball 1. Count as 1 ball and no strikes. Attendance, 35,248 here at Chase Field. Not a sellout. Sellout would be in the high 40s. Inside ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. So 2 outs, 2-0 count. Runners at first and second. 2-run lead. Insurance would be nice. That's deep. He's going back to the track, looking up, makes the catch to retire the side a few feet from a 3-run home run. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's Avengers leading by 2, 3-1. I go. Ha ha ha. Inside joke from the Outlander show. Very funny. So next up, Nick Markakis is a sac fly today. He's officially 0 for 1. Misses inside ball 1. Ivor, the clean shaven. Swing and a miss at the 2-seamer. Count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike to the right fielder, Nick Markakis. Ground ball, fielded, backhanded. Plants, throws, not in time. Oh my goodness. The urgency was not there by Tom Holland. They're giving him an infield hit, but I think, he's safe, and the tying run will come to the plate. In Starlin Castro, the manager is going to go to the bullpen. He's going to warm up Jeremy Renner, the closer, who has been up and down as a closer this season. Bring in Stan Lee. Excelsior! Stan the Man Lee, the cameo man. 5-3 with a 2.40 earned run average over 48 innings. Swing and a miss at the screwball, strike 1. Runner at first, nobody out here on the bottom of the 8th. Fouls it off to sink the fastball. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Just missed inside. Stan wanted that pitch. He wanted a called strike 3. Didn't get it. Count is 1-2. And he fouls off the sinking fastball. Stay alive. Swing and a miss. Out in front of the sweeping curveball. That's out number 1. First strikeout for Stan Lee. Excelsior. Whew. Lineup turns over. Ricky Henderson has home run potential. He's 0 for 3 today. He's 25 homers on the season. 1 swing of the bat could tie this ball game. Let's see what happens. It's going. Throw down is not in time. It's a stolen base for Nick Markakis. Throw was a little high from the catcher, Mark Ruffalo. So now that the run is in scoring position, where a single could score him, Ricky has a 1-0 count. Line drive to center, charging. He makes the catch 2 away. Nice play by Don Cheadle. Ricky Henderson hit it on the nose, but he hit it right at the center fielder. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Up steps Joe Morgan, who's 2 for 3. And I'm not wasting any time. The manager is going to go to the bullpen and go to Jeremy Renner for a 4-out save. Ready and waiting. Oh, I can't do it. The rule in baseball says that Stan Lee has to pitch to a minimum of 3 batters before you can take him out. I hate that rule. In there, strike 1. Is this on rookie mode? The Outlander show wants to know. Good question. Is it on rookie mode? Options, gameplay. Hitting difficulty is on All-Star. Pitching difficulty is on All-Star. So it's not on rookie mode. Here we go. Very funny. Very funny. Backs him off the plate. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Not iced coffee. Today it's just basically water and ice. I needed to hydrate. I had my iced coffee earlier today. In the east coast of the United States, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That's a deep drive. Back goes Bautista near the warning track. Makes the catch to retire the side. We go to the top of the 9th. The 2-run lead for the Avengers is maintained. It's the Hollywood Avengers 3 The Arizona Diamondbacks won. This is Avengers Baseball.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for
Edwin Diaz comes out of the bullpen to pitch the top of the ninth for the Diamondbacks. He's a right-hander, 6-3 with a 5.07 earned run average. He will face Drax the Destroyer from the Guardians of the Galaxy. Dave Bautista is 1-for-3 with an RBI single today.
Bautista.
He leads off here in the top of the ninth. Line drive. Out number one. Hit it on the nose, but Marte barely had to move.
Now batting.
Next up, Sebastian Stan. Pitches high, check to swing, ball one.
That's outside.
Checked it again, pitches outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Want to go to the bullpen. I need Jeremy Renner in the game for the ninth. Grounder past the third baseman. He was guarding the third base line, protecting against the double, and hit it through that vacated third base hole between short and third. It's a 1-out single.
63.
Bucky Barnes on first. So next up is Idris Elba. Come on, I'm trying to get into the manager's office. Idris Elba has an RBI double today.
He's good.
Here we go. Manager's office, bullpen. Jeremy Renner is Hawkeye. We're going to schedule to put him in the game to pitch the ninth inning. He has been shaky this season, but hopefully he brings his A game out of the bullpen. Big lead at first. Stan is back. 5, 4, 3, let's go, says the Outlander. Oh, yeah. Swing and a miss. Way. I mean, that slider got him inside, tied him up in knots. Count as 0-1. Grounds it, foul. Strike 2. Idris has an 0-2 count. 1 out here in the top of the ninth. Big lead at first. 6, 4, 3. Scooped out of the dirt by Bagwell. Side retired. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Last licks for the Arizona Diamondbacks. The Avengers lead by 2. It's 3-1 MCU. Will the closer come in? Yes, he will.
Ladies and gentlemen,
In relief, Hawkeye making his 41st appearance. He's 1-4. He has 28 saves. He has 51 strikeouts in just over 34 innings pitched, but his ERA is a little high. His ERA is in the 5s. It's 5.24. He will face Jeff Bagwell here to lead off in the bottom of the ninth. Jeff is 1-for-3 with a double today.
Bagwell.
Fastball, triple digits on the radar gun. In there, strike 1. Oh my gosh, I just noticed I'm watching the 7th inning and thought it was live. Oh, that's funny, Mr. Outlander. Yeah, the truth is that you can back it up if you want to. It's a live broadcast. We are currently here in the bottom of the ninth. So catch up, Mr. Outlander. Fouls off the slider at the knees. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Jeremy Renner, or Hawkeye, has just come into the game to pitch the bottom of the ninth. He's going for save number 29. He looks to preserve win number 18 for Tom Hiddleston. And it would be win number 98 on the ball club. Jams him, fouls it back. At bat continues. My son backed it up, Outlander says. My son backed it up. Back it up, back it up, back it up. Swing and a miss, struck him out with the slider. 1 away here in the ninth. Nasty breaking ball. Throws 100 miles an hour and then fools you with that 85, 86 mile an hour breaking ball down and away. When he's on, he's almost unhittable. Next up, third baseman Nolan Arenado, 0-for-3. He has 30 homers on the season. Fouls it back, strike 1. Misses inside, ball 1. Count 1 ball and 1 strike. Checked the swing, but the home plate umpire said it was a strike. Looked high. called a strike, count as 1 ball and 2 strikes to Arenado. The heater can't get around on it, fouls it off, count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Strike 3 called. Caught him looking outside corner with the breaking ball. There are 2 outs here in the bottom of the 9th, and the Arizona Diamondbacks are down to their final out of the game. Hello, Sandra Webb. I see you, Sandra Webb, with your promotion, your fake promotion, your link. If you're gonna drop your link in my YouTube live chat, the least you can do is press like on your way out the door. So 2 outs in the 9th. Representing the final out of the game is Ketel Marte, who is 2 for 3 today. He needs to get on for the tying run to come to the plate. Fastball inside, ball 1. 2 outs here in the 9th. And he pops it up, and this should do it. Short left field, Idris is there, makes the catch to retire the side. Ball game over, Avengers win 3-1. They take the first 2 games of this 4-game series against the Arizona Diamondbacks. More importantly, it is win number 98 against 56 losses. They are 98-56. When the game started, they were tied for first place in the National League West. Pending the outcome of the game with the Los Angeles Dodgers today, they will either be tied for first or have a 1-game lead with 8 games left in the regular season. So let's go to the scorecard. Up at the top of the screen, Hollywood Avengers, 3 runs, 9 hits, no errors. Arizona Diamondbacks, 1 run, 7 hits, no errors. Tom Hiddleston gets the win. He is 18-7. Gio Gonzalez gets the loss. Jeremy Renner, Hawkeye, gets the save. He has save number 29 on the season. And Hiddleston, 1 earned run, 6 innings, 6 strikeouts. He is your player of the game. And this has been a broadcast of Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Thank you so much for watching. Special thank you to King Sonic, to the Outlander, to Sing Venus Unicorn. You guys are the best. Thank you for watching. I sincerely appreciate it. I will see you again soon for another one of my live streams. So again, the final here at Chase Field. The Hollywood Avengers win 3-1. Have a great day, guys. Happy Spider-Man Day.